All right, today we are pulling back the curtain on the world of high-end watches. We're going to count down the top 10 most powerful luxury watch brands on the entire planet, and we're using the latest 2025 sales data to do it. This is a very exclusive club, and believe me, we're about to find out who really rules the roost.
So, who is it? You've got this market that's just built on legacy, on precision, on pure prestige. But which single name really stands above all the rest? Well, that's the big question we're here to answer.
You know, we're talking about a whole universe of tiny, microscopic gears and springs. A place where incredible craftsmanship meets these absolutely timeless designs. It's a world where literally every single detail matters.
But you know, it's not just about tradition. It's also a market that's all about bold, cutting-edge innovation. These brands are constantly pushing the boundaries with new materials, with radical designs, creating pieces that are almost futuristic tech as much as they are classic timepieces.
It's a field just crowded with legends, with icons, with absolute titans of the industry. But when you look at the cold, hard numbers, well, only one brand can truly be number one. So, let's start the countdown.
Okay, let's dive right in. We're going to kick off our countdown with 4 brands that are, let's be honest, giants in their own right. Every single one of these has sailed past the billion-dollar mark in sales, making them huge names in the world of Swiss watches.
Kicking things off from number 10 down to number 7, you can see it's a pretty tight race in this billion-dollar-plus club. So, Tissot gets us started at number 10 with sales around $1.2 billion. Right on their heels is Breitling at number 9 with almost $1.3 billion. Then you see a pretty decent jump up to Vacheron Constantin at number 8 with over $1.4 billion, and Longines locks down that number 7 spot with a really impressive $1.5 billion in sales.
What's interesting is that this first group shows 2 totally different ways to be successful. You've got Tissot, which for a lot of people is that perfect gateway into the world of Swiss watches. It's all about value and reaching a lot of people. Longines, on the other hand, really leans into its long history, pulling in a huge audience with its classic, really elegant design.
And the diversity here is just striking. You've got Breitling, which has totally carved out its own space with these tough, sporty tool watches, a huge hit with pilots and aviation fans. And then you have Vacheron Constantin. I mean, this is one of the most respected names in the game, representing the absolute peak of traditional high-end watchmaking.
All right, now we're starting to climb. We're moving into the territory of the true industry titans. From here on out, the sales numbers get dramatically bigger, and the fight for those top spots gets really intense.
Okay, cracking into the top 6. To get to this spot, you need a seriously powerful and unique strategy to stand out in the market.
And at number 6 is Richard Mille. This is a brand that has basically rewritten the rules for modern luxury. Their whole strategy is built on insane exclusivity and incredibly high prices, and it's worked. They've rocketed up the charts with sales getting close to $2.2 billion.
Now for the number 5 spot, this next brand is a real heavyweight, a name that means so much to collectors and watch lovers all over the globe.
And it's the legendary Patek Philippe. This name is just synonymous with watches that you pass down through generations, true investment pieces. Patek has this incredible loyalty from its fans, ringing up sales of over $2.7 billion.
See, the thing about Patek is that its power isn't just about selling watches. It's about creating this deep, almost emotional connection with collectors. When you buy a Patek, you're not just buying a watch, you're buying into this incredible history of craftsmanship. You kind of become a guardian of that legacy.
We are now on the edge of the top 3. Securing the number 4 spot is a brand that completely changed the game for a huge part of the watch market.
And smashing through that $3 billion barrier is Audemars Piguet. It's just a phenomenal success story, and their place in the market today is almost entirely powered by the insane global demand for one single groundbreaking watch series.
I mean, if you want a perfect example of the power of a single iconic design, this is it. The Royal Oak didn't just change things for Audemars Piguet, it basically invented the whole category of luxury steel sports watches. It really is the engine that drives this multi-billion-dollar brand. Okay, here we are, the final 3. Coming in at number 3, we have Omega, with sales around $3.4 billion. And in that number 2 spot is the Parisian giant Cartier, hitting an incredible $4 billion in sales. This is a real battle of 2 very different but equally powerful legacies. So on one side, you've got Omega. I mean, think about it.
High performance, the Speedmaster on the moon, the Seamaster on James Bond's wrist. It's a brand totally built on technical skill. And on the other side, you've got Cartier, using its unmatched history as a jeweler to the kings, creating watches that are just these timeless symbols of pure style and elegance.
And so, after all that, we've finally arrived. There are titans, there are legends, and then there's the brand at the very top, a name that exists in a whole other category all by itself.
The #1 luxury watch brand in the world is, of course, Rolex.
And here it is. Here's the number that explains everything. $13.5 billion. Now let's be really clear. This isn't a narrow victory. This is total, absolute market dominance. It's a staggering figure that isn't just higher than its competition. It's more than the next 3 brands combined. It just completely changes how you see the industry.
And this dominance is built on the back of icons that everybody recognizes. Models like the Daytona or the super tough Sea Dweller. They're more than just watches. They're global symbols of success, of making it.
This chart just puts Rolex's lead into stark perspective. I mean, look at that. The company isn't just winning the race. It feels like they're lapping the field. Its sales of over $13 billion are more than triple its closest competitor, Cartier. It is an almost unbelievable gap.
So here it is, the final 2025 ranking in all its glory. A complete snapshot of the luxury watch industry's power structure, from those solid billion-dollar contenders all the way up to the one undisputed king.
It's really a breathtaking display of market power. But it leaves us with one last, really interesting question. In a world where tastes are always shifting, where new wealth is emerging all the time, is Rolex's reign truly untouchable? Or is there a challenger out there just waiting for its moment to try and take the crown?